going on, fuckos and fuckettes? Welcome to another episode of Salt and Suffering. I missed the Halloween deadline because I'm a big dumb stinky idiot. But I'm going to make it up today by doing a breakfast episode. Yeah. We're going to be making an omelet, some nice sexy ass breakfast potatoes. And we're going to be roasting some bacon in the oven. It's going to be a good time, man. So buckle your seatbelts and get ready for breakfast. It's gonna be good. Alright guys, so breakfast is probably where all of the best foods in existence exist. I could eat breakfast foods all day, every day. I mean, you got pancakes, scrambled eggs, French toast. I guess a souffle is a breakfast sometimes. There's quiches, which are really fucking good. I mean, like bacon, breakfast sausage, like little patties. It's fucking perfect. Breakfast is amazing, but it's also really easy to fuck it up. Because for one, some people don't make scrambled eggs really good. They overcook them. And then some people just like don't know what the fuck's going on in the kitchen to begin with. Which, you know, that's, I lean more towards that sometimes. But we're going to be making a ham and cheese omelet with peppers and onions. Breakfast potatoes. We're going to dice up some little onions in those potatoes. They're going to be really flavorful. They're going to be really good. You're going to pop a potato in your mouth and you're going to be like, ah! It's going to be great. And then we're also just going to be ovening some bacon, because putting bacon in the oven is probably the best way to make it. Cooks it evenly. And you can get it as crispy or non-crispy as you want it. You just got to know when to pull it out and what to look for. And it's not that crazy. It's not that hard. Breakfast foods are usually pretty fast, pretty easy to make. So it's not like there's going to be a lot of struggle. There is going to be a little more technique in this one versus like some of the other like easier breakfast foods. Like, you know, you can just turn on your burner and crack an egg in there and give it a flip, and you know, you have breakfast. But we're not gonna be like that, because you know, we like flavor. We want to enjoy our breakfast. You know, we don't just work 16 hours a fucking day to come home, go to bed, and then wake up and not enjoy a breakfast when you're not working. You know, you don't want to just like, oh, here's a fucking egg. You know, that's lame. That's whack. Get some motivation like I don't have, because as you can see, it's 12:30 and I'm just now making breakfast. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get our shit together, which we have most of our stuff here. I got an onion, 2 eggs, and a potato. I'm also gonna get a pepper out there, and we're gonna slap that into the omelet. For the ham, I'm just gonna use some lunch meat ham because I don't have oh. I don't have a ham steak. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Shit. Oh. Alright, boys and girls. So we're going to start off with the potatoes here. We're just going to start by cutting these out into some long planks. Well, first I'm going to cut whatever the shit that is. And then we're just going to start doing some big old planks. I like my potatoes cut pretty small because, one, for me, it's a better mouthfeel, not having these giant ass chunks of potatoes. And two, it'll help them cook quicker. Smaller the pieces, the quicker it'll cook. And then once you get these planks, we're gonna basically French fry them, which is pretty cool. So from here, if you wanted French fries, you can just kind of dry these off, boil them until they're mostly cooked, then throw them in the oven or air fry them, do whatever you want to do, and you got French fries. But we're not making fucking French fries, so we're gonna take these fries and then just slice them down the other way, and we're gonna get nice little bits. Little potato bits. Isn't that sick? Look at that, you diced a potato. Aren't you proud of yourself? That you woke up at 4:30 in the fucking morning and then now you're cutting potatoes, getting ready for the day? Isn't that fucking sick, dude? You got your pot of coffee on yet? Did you do that? I know you did, because I know like you can't survive without it. Am I projecting? Maybe a little bit, but that's cool because you know, it takes a lot to wake up and do shit in the morning, you know? So keep up, you know, keep at it, make a routine, you know? Make a life for yourself, man. I know you're struggling, because I am. We all are, dude. We're all struggling. Anyway, now that you got your potatoes all nice and cut, you can also get the skin off of these if you want, but like I said in the last episode, my fucking potato peeler shredded itself, so we're doing skin on today. And then from here, we're also gonna dice an onion, which I've shown multiple times, so I might even just cut this part out and we'll just see how this goes. Alright, fuckos. So now that we got our potatoes and onions cut up, diced into a bowl, we're gonna start adding some little flavorings to them. First, we're gonna start off with a healthy amount of salt, because salt makes everything taste good, and if you don't use it, your food's going to be bland and boring, and I'm not gonna eat at your cookout. Don't ask me to do it anymore. Hello? Hello? Okay. Next, we're gonna hit them up with a little bit of pepper. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. These potatoes genuinely go so hard when there's like a lot of pepper on them. You know how like when you're making, you know, biscuits and gravy, the gravy's flavor is mostly in like the pepper and the sausage fat? The same goes with these potatoes. You put in a little more pepper than you think you need, it's gonna be fucking perfect. I'm telling you right now. Then we're gonna hit them with a little bit of paprika because it's color and it's flavor and it's very good for you. And then we're gonna hit them with some parsley flakes for, again, a little more color, like a suggestion of flavor. My coffee almost came out. And then finally, I'm gonna hit them with a good quality, I think, olive oil. And we're gonna just a little splash, just a little drizzle. So that way, when we toss these potatoes, they're gonna get coated nice and evenly, and every bite is gonna be fucking delicious. All right, here's our potatoes. And we're just gonna give them a good old jostling, a righteous toss. And you see how all of the color changed? It's nice and deep, it's beautiful. That's kind of what we want here. We want everything to be covered in all that deliciousness that we just slapped on there. Don't spill the potatoes like I just did. You're bad, go home. Get the fuck out of here. And there we go. We got some breakfast potatoes, primed and ready. All right, so now you might be thinking, put those potatoes on, let's roast them up. Not yet, fucko. You gotta wait, because we have to prep. We have to get ready so that once you start one thing, you can start the other thing so that it all comes out at the same time. I mean, come on, dude, what do you think this is? You know, work, 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 don't ever stop. So the thing with making a good omelet is there's a few more steps than just beating an egg, dumping it out on your flat or pan, and then chucking some shit in there and rolling it up. There's a little more finesse to it, you know? You want a silky egg. You want a delicious, creamy, beautiful egg. You don't want just like some scrambled eggs with shit inside of it. That's kind of fucking whack, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna give you a little tip here. We're gonna take some room temperature butter. We're gonna take a nice knob of it. This is a lot, but I'm telling you it's worth it. Put it in a bowl. put your butter away, and we're gonna melt it. Now, why did I say room temperature butter before? Because I also like to butter my toast, and I don't like it destroying my toast. So we're just gonna melt it a little bit, for like maybe 30 seconds. I don't know, however long it takes to melt fucking butter. Now that we have our melted butter in a bowl here, we're gonna grab a whisk and take our count them, 2 eggs. We're gonna crack them in this bitch. Shit. Oh my God. That was crazy. And now we're gonna add the last bit of ingredient to our egg, some heavy whipping cream. This is gonna really lighten up the egg because we're gonna beat the ever-loving shit out of it. You don't want a lot because, you know, we only have 2 eggs. Now you can use milk, but heavy whipping cream kind of aerates better. So you're gonna have a little more fluffier egg. And then from here, we're just gonna beat the shit out of it and combine it all together. So, and I mean like really, really beat the shit out of it. You wanna beat this for a long time. Kind of like your meat, like you used to beat your meat when you were in like high school, you know? I guess I beat too hard. Whew. Was that as good for you as it was for me? What was that, like 10 seconds? You see how it's all like foamy? That means there's a lot of air in that, which means that's gonna be a very light and fluffy egg. It's gonna be perfect. Okay, surprise guest appearance. 1/4 of a pepper. If you don't have a 1/4 of a pepper, you can use a whole bell pepper and then just cut down and use what you want. All I'm doing is just dicing the bell pepper. As you can see, I already diced up the other half of my onion, which you shouldn't have thrown away or use for your 1 potato. Unless you're cooking for multiple people, then you know, you do you, boo. But we're just gonna also finely dice these peppers because peppers take a good while to cook. And you don't want to bite into raw peppers when you're trying to take a bite of your delicious omelet, because raw peppers is a good way to ruin the vibes at the function, and no one wants vibes ruined at the function. And if you're the vibe ruiner, I'm going to find out where you live, come to your house, and tell you what you're doing wrong, because you clearly have mental problems, mental issues, and I'm here for you. You know, I wanna make sure you're good. I care, and I don't want you to go down a deep, dark path that winds up in violence or self-harm. So let's make some fucking omelets. Hey guys. I know usually I put in like a funny little advertisement or skit somewhere in this video. I can't be fucked to be funny today. I'm a little tired. I realized that I missed my Halloween deadline. So this is my advertisement. This is my funny skit. Go check out my socials. I have a TikTok. I have a Twitch. I also have another YouTube channel that I don't really upload to anymore. And I'm also probably going to be starting a podcast soon on this channel. But I don't know when that's going to happen. If that's going to happen, I need to get my buddy involved, because I'm not just going to talk about things to myself. It's mostly going to be probably bullshit talk about like video games and movies and whatever. But you know, here we are. Just remember to like, comment recipes if you want me to do it. Give me some suggestions. You know, we have a lot of fun here. You know, we do a little bit of trolling. You know, we do a little bit of trolling. Give me some more ideas. You know, it's not that I don't have the ideas. It's not like I can't just like think of something to cook. It's more so like the motivating factor of it, and like I'm on vacation from my actual job now. So like I'm probably gonna bang out a bunch of videos this week. By the time you're watching this, I probably already made like 2 or 3, and they're just like sitting on the back burner, getting finished, editing, because I do all of this. I do all the camera work, I do all the cooking, I do all the editing, I do all the audio, I do fucking everything. And I'm not bad at it. I'm not great at it either. But it's hard. Ooh, a kitten spawned. Do you want to make a guest appearance? No. So this is Cleo. She's our superstar guest of the show. She screamed. But yeah, thanks again for clicking on the video. I know this is a little weird if this is the first video you've ever watched, but usually I have a little skit as an advertisement to be funny, break up the pacing a little bit. But this is what I got today. I can't think of anything funny. Whatever the fuck. Go check out my Twitch and my TikTok. I don't really upload on my TikTok as much, but and I also don't really stream on my Twitch as much, but I don't know, just do it anyway. Be a good guy. Be a bro. Be a sister. Be a Vaster. Just fucking vibe. I don't know, man. Just have fun. Have fun. Enjoy the day and enjoy the rest of the video. I'm sorry. Did I say let's start cooking some omelets? I mean, plate up your bacon into a sheet tray and then throw it into your oven. I'm gonna use my toaster oven because I don't feel like waiting for this thing to preheat because it takes a little while. Put it in, if you're using the full oven, put it at like 400 for like 10 minutes and check them. If they're done, they're done. If not, put them in for a little longer. But remember that bacon continues to cook and crisp up after you take it out the oven. So you don't want it to be crispy like immediately out of the oven. You want it to be like almost crispy once you take it out the oven, because then it's gonna sit and then it's gonna finish cooking because of all that fat that came out there. That shit's still hot, So use your noggin a little bit. We gotta use a little more of the brain force here. You know how like the Green Lantern has the green force, the light force? The power of imagination. I don't fucking know. Just use your brain. Use your noggin. Put your thinking caps on and like ask yourself, how do I want this bacon cooked? And then just do it. Just do it. Just do it. You can do it. I believe in you fully. I don't think you're stupid. I promise. I might think you're a little stupid, but that's fine. That's fine. Just you got this. You got this. So while your oven is preheating, I also have a pan with a little bit of vegetable oil, getting hot, ready for potatoes. We're also dicing some ham for our omelet because that's what I want in my omelet. You can put whatever you want in your omelet as long as it's not disgusting. You know what I mean? So like, just go nuts. We're gonna put that ham into our bowl with the other fillings, which is just onions and peppers. Realize that this bowl is too tiny and will forever be too tiny. That, or you might be thinking, damn, bro, you're making a monster omelet. Well, I'm making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. That's what we do here. All right, so over here now that all of our stuff is cut up, we're gonna be using this beautiful contraption to make our omelet. It's gonna make making the omelets easier because of all this space, and plus we can cook our fillings on the side that we're not going to be dropping a dick on them. And by dropping a dick on them, I mean putting the egg down and then spreading it out and folding it up and whatever. So for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of vegetable oil all over this thing while it's heating up. And we're just gonna dump all of our filling. We're probably not gonna be using this all because that's a lot, but it's probably a good snack. It's a hash. Just use it as a hash if you made too much like I did. And then you don't need to use 2 spatulas, but it's just something that I picked up on from cooking on flat tops for a long time, and it just makes it a bit easier. And we're just gonna try to flatten this out to get it as evenly cooked as possible while we wait for our potatoes to start cooking and our bacon. Because the potatoes are gonna take the longest because we cut up our peppers and onions very small, right? Remember, we did that. And now that's just gonna sit there. You can start to hear it sizzle. Maybe you can't, but I can. And we're just gonna keep an eye on it. We're at about medium heat on this thing, so it's not like they're gonna burn anytime soon. Let's take our attention over to the pan that we got for our potatoes. All right, as you can see, the pan's smoking, which means it's ready to rock and roll. And we're just gonna dump in our potatoes. Look at that sound. Now, we don't want to stir these constantly. We do kind of want to get some color on them, but we also don't want them to burn. And the thing about paprika is it will burn. So we're just going to keep an eye on them, and we're just going to make sure that they cook well. Yeah, don't be like me. Don't forget to salt and pepper your innards for your omelet, because we don't want any bland bullshit in this. We want good food. All right, fellas. Now that our potatoes are mostly cooked, we're gonna try one. Mostly cooked. But the thing is, why I tell you to try one is because sometimes potatoes really need to be seasoned way too fucking much for it to be any kind of delicious. So at this point, what we're gonna do here is we're going to introduce a pat of butter. Where's my knife? Oh my God. Oh my God. We're just gonna do this. What? We're just gonna introduce a pat of butter. That fat is going to also soak up into the potatoes. And then we're also going to add a little more salt and actually a little more pepper, because we need it. We need it. That's just what we need. Now, if we can turn our attention over here, we're gonna lower the heat. It was on medium, but we're gonna lower it just a little bit because we don't want our eggs to really cook all that fast. We do kind of want it to slowly build up and be delicious. So now that these peppers and onions are cooked, they look amazing, they smell amazing. We're gonna push this all the way to the side as far as we can, as far as we're comfortable with, actually. Then we're gonna do another drizzle of olive oil over here. I mean vegetable oil, not olive oil. Olive oil burns. And it isn't really good for what we're doing here because yeah. So we're gonna spread the oil around all over this side with a paper towel. Be careful not to burn yourself, because I know you will if I don't say it. I do not take responsibility for your burns. Then from here, we're also gonna start to grab our cheese. I'm gonna use 2 slices of American because it's the only cheese that I bought, because I wasn't really thinking about doing this. And yeah, this is like the singles shit. So like, we're not using any gourmet ingredients here, man. It's fucking breakfast, bro. So once our cheese is primed and ready, our oiled surface is primed and ready. Watch this technique here. Hopefully camera angle doesn't fuck it up. But we're gonna come in here slowly and drag it out. Drag it out. Look at that, 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 look at that. It's a lot of egg, doesn't it? From 2 eggs to all of this. And now as my egg is draining, we're gonna push it away from the drain. Now you might be thinking like, damn bro, this thing looks ugly. But we're not done yet, dude. Give it some time. You were ugly when you were first born. I beg you to fight that. I dare you to fight that. I think every firstborn is ugly. They're all red, covered in shit. Covered in grossness. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a kid. So then we're gonna slap that on there. We're gonna take some of this filling, put it on top of the cheese. Look at that. This hurts a little bit. Ow, fuck. Okay. Now that we put as much filling as we're comfortable burning ourselves with, now here's the hard part. We're gonna need to use a second spatula, because this is a big ass omelet. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna lift from the bottom, cover the top a little bit. You know, I know the angle's fucked up, all right, but just believe me. So then we're gonna come in from the top and we're gonna do the same thing. Fold up like that, look at that. And now we're gonna come in from the side and we're gonna lift up. Look at that, folding it up. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Look at that. It's not the prettiest, but look at that fold. Look at the color on that. You aren't gonna get a nicer, lighter colored omelet. Look at that shit. Don't mind this little bit here. We'll just, it's perfect imperfection, you know? Just like you, baby. Just like you. All right, we're done here. Oh, fuck. Now we place our very pretty omelet on the plate, right? You're following me? You got the omelet on the plate? Great. Now we come over here to our potatoes that we so lovingly left to vibe. Now I put them over here on the plate. Look at that. Potatoes on a plate. And now finally, skirt, we come over here, bacon. I think I kind of overdid it. If you take your bacon out of the oven and it looks like this, it's gonna turn into dust probably. So also don't just like manhandle it like I do. I have like 8 years of experience burning myself in the kitchen, so. And well, bam. It's not pretty yet because we didn't do anything to it, but you know, we'll plate it up nice, I guess. Is that nice? It's nice. You know what we'll do, because it's kind of like melting. We'll put a little bit of, oh my God, we'll put a lot of bit of parsley on it to make it look pretty. And there you go, it's breakfast. People are gonna say that egg is not cooked and you're stupid. It is cooked. It's just a little runny. See that? It's all just the cheese. That's just oils from the cheese. It's not undercooked. You're crazy. It's just, I poked some holes in it on accident. I didn't do a good job. And now you're gonna be sitting there like, bro, you didn't season your egg, man. It's like, I know, because like we heavily season the insides. So like the inside is gonna be like a flavor bomb, while the egg is also gonna get a little bit of that flavor because it's literally inside. That flavor is inside the egg. So you know what I mean? Like, what more do you want? I promise you, do it like this and you're gonna see. If you season your eggs, it's gonna be too much. It's gonna be too salty. I guarantee you. I will fight you on that. Try it. All right, boys and girls. So here's our breakfast. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be delicious. Look at that bacon. Perfectly crispy. And all we did was put it in for like 15 minutes at like 300 or 350. It's perfect. The potatoes, we dive into those. You get sweetness from the onion. You get potato from the potatoes. It was seasoned well. I mean, you get a little bit of the pepper. Actually, only a little bit, but that subtlety is what brings that depth to these potatoes, because that sweetness, you get the pepper, it's salted well. Everything's really good about these potatoes. I could eat these all day, every day, and never get upset for like a couple days. You know what I mean? And that's saying a lot, because I get taste fatigue from eggs, specifically eggs, as I have staring at a giant egg on my plate. Specifically from like eggs and potatoes really quickly. So like, that's saying something. They're really fucking good, man. And now, for the star, the omelet. It's so light. You actually need like no force to cut into it. So then we're gonna take a big old bite here. Oh, it's honestly perfect. If I had a different cheese, it would be beyond. I would suggest cheddar. I think cheddar, ham and cheese, you know, like that goes really hard with all this stuff in this omelet specifically. But American cheese isn't a bad option. People argue it's not cheese. It's fucking cheese. American cheese is cheddar with a binding agent that makes it easier to melt. Do some research, bud. It's fine. But it's genuinely, it's really fucking good. If you want a nice little shot of it, let me show you the insides here, pal. You see that? Look at that. It's fucking perfect, man. All that gooey cheese running out in the middle there. I mean, what more do you want? This is a grade A breakfast that you can make. It took me 30 minutes, and that's with all this prep and bullshitting with you guys fucking the camera moving around and shit. So like, what's stopping you from getting up like 20 minutes early and making some breakfast? This is a call out post to myself. Enjoy. Remember to like, comment, and share, I guess. If you want me to do a recipe, leave a comment. I'll do it. I guess. Why not? It'll be fun. Don't you want to see me ruin all of your favorite recipes? It'll be perfect. But thanks again for watching Salt and Suffering. I'm thinking about starting a podcast on this channel too, but I don't know what it's going to be called, and it's going to be with a friend of mine. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that as well. I'll see you guys in the next episode of this unscheduled disaster of a cooking show. Thanks for watching again, guys. Really appreciate it.